Each dawn offers not just light, but the profound invitation to begin your life anew. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about why every day deserves a fresh and clear start. Enjoy. There's a moment each morning when the world is still quiet, when yesterday's mistakes haven't yet followed you into today, and when the possibilities ahead feel infinite. Yet so many of us rush past this sacred threshold, carrying the weight of unfinished business, unresolved emotions, and unclear intentions into a new day that deserves so much better. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why every single day deserves the gift of a clear beginning, and how to create that clarity, even when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. Think about the last time you started something important with a cluttered workspace, a distracted mind, or unclear goals. How did that feel? Now imagine approaching that same task with a clean slate, focused attention, and crystal clear intention. The difference isn't just in the outcome, it's in the entire experience of the journey. Every day is like that important task. It deserves your best beginning, not your leftover energy from yesterday's chaos. A clear beginning doesn't mean you need to have everything figured out. It means you're willing to show up, fully present, to whatever this day might bring, rather than sleepwalking through it on autopilot. Creating a clear beginning starts with acknowledging that each day is genuinely new. Yes, you're the same person who went to sleep last night, but you're also someone who has been renewed by rest, someone who has the opportunity to make different choices, someone who can approach familiar challenges with fresh perspective. This isn't naive optimism. It's recognizing the profound truth that every sunrise offers a reset button if you're willing to press it. The practice of clear beginnings involves both letting go and taking on. You let go of yesterday's frustrations, disappointments, and incomplete tasks, not because they don't matter, but because carrying them as emotional baggage into today serves no one. You take on today's possibilities, today's opportunities to grow, today's chances to show up as the person you're becoming, rather than who you were yesterday. This doesn't require elaborate morning routines or hours of meditation, though those can certainly help. Sometimes a clear beginning is as simple as taking 3 deep breaths and asking yourself, what does today need from me? Other times it might involve writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or setting one clear intention for how you want to feel as you move through your day. The beautiful thing about giving each day a clear beginning is that it creates space for surprise, for growth, for unexpected joy. When you start the day cluttered with yesterday's concerns, you're essentially telling the universe that you're not available for anything new. But when you begin with clarity, you're saying yes to possibility, yes to growth, yes to the magic that can happen when you show up fully present. Consider how different your relationships would be if you approached each interaction with the people you love as if it were the first time you were meeting them, not forgetting your history together, but not being imprisoned by it either. Seeing them fresh, being curious about who they are today, bringing your best self to the encounter, rather than your accumulated grievances or assumptions. This same principle applies to your work, your creative projects, your health goals, even your relationship with yourself. Every day offers you the chance to begin again, to try a different approach, to be a little kinder, a little braver, a little more authentic than you were yesterday. The resistance to clear beginnings often comes from a fear that we're somehow betraying our past struggles or minimizing our challenges by choosing to start fresh. But the opposite is true. When you honor each day with a clear beginning, you're actually honoring your capacity for growth, your resilience, your ability to learn from the past without being defined by it. Some days, creating a clear beginning will feel effortless. Other days, it will require more intention, more courage, more self-compassion. That's perfectly normal. The practice isn't about perfection. It's about consistently choosing to meet each day with presence rather than preoccupation, with openness rather than defensiveness, with hope rather than resignation. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone or dive into your to-do list, Pause. Take a moment to acknowledge that this day has never existed before and will never exist again. Ask yourself what kind of beginning this unique day deserves. Then give it to yourself, and notice how that simple act of clarity ripples through everything that follows. Every day deserves a clear beginning, because every day deserves your full presence, your authentic self, your willingness to begin again, and you deserve the gift of approaching your life with fresh eyes, an open heart, and the profound understanding that today is always a new opportunity to become who you're meant to be. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.